stage, performs all over New York City. Very funny. Put your hands together for John Kim, everybody. Let her hear John Kim!
Thank you guys. It is good to be here. I've been traveling a lot recently, so a little disoriented. I went to Iceland recently with 16 other Americans. So we were very loud. Very loud. Like, because when you go outside the capital of Iceland, they have these tiny little towns of like 200-300 people. You got like one diner, 17 Americans walk in. Everyone's just like eating eggs, drinking coffee, and we're like, these Icelandic hot dogs are amazing. They have raw and crispy onions on them, they're so good. Geniuses. They are smart over there, super smart. I did a stand-up show over in Iceland, and the first portion was Icelandic, and the second portion was English. And they do that because everyone in Iceland understands both languages. They're very bilingual over there. And it was very strange being in a room full of all white people and being the dumbest person in the room. I immediately knew I was like in a weird Twilight Zone situation. Like, what the fuck is going on here? It's not cool. I think just Americans in general, like I'm talking to my friends, and after going to Europe and going back here, I feel like my friends are a little bit slower. They're just not up to speed. Because after Iceland, I went to Paris and I got to see the Mona Lisa. I told my friend, oh, I saw the Mona Lisa in person. He goes, ah, Italy. Hola. I was like, how are you so wrong in so few words? You know, impressively wrong. I'm embarrassingly dumb. It's just like growing up, that's just confusing for everybody, you know. Just kids would get so mad at me, they would cheat off of me, and they still do that. And they would be very angry. Like they would look at me like I broke a silent agreement. Like, come on, man, just be you. Just be you. My brain doesn't match your face, you know. What's going on? I mean, I had really smart friends. Like I was the odd one out. Like my friends were super. We would study together, and they'd be studying, you know, like AP calculus, all this crazy stuff. But I'd be in like algebra 1. Like why are there letters in my numbers now? Like, this is new. Gotta write shit out, geometries. Like prove this is a triangle. I've played with triangles. Okay, I've seen every triangle there is. It looks like every triangle I've ever seen in my entire life. There's nothing to prove here. Yeah, it's good to be here. Got to see my nephew recently when I got back, and my nephew's been doing. He's 5, and I like to call him my practice kid, you know, because I like to fuck up on him first before I have my own. It's good practice. I'll give you an example. I was walking out from a restaurant to the parking lot, and he goes, do Superman, right? Superman is just when I take him by the arm and I swing him up and down. So I'm doing this for him, and as I'm swinging him, he decides to give himself a little extra running jump I wasn't prepared for, you know. So he just kind of leaves my hand. He just kind of becomes Superman for a moment. And I'm so glad no one was around to see it, because it looked like I just threw a child on the pavement, you know? So he hits the floor, and I think all parents can relate to this. There's a moment in the child's face when they get hurt where they decide if they should be hurt or not, right? Like they look at your face, and if you have a horrified face on, they're gonna start freaking out, right? So I recognized that. At the moment, I did the exact opposite. I picked him up, right, and I dusted him off, and I'm like, you're a big boy, right? He's like, yeah, I'm a big boy. And then he walked into our car, and then I'm walking over to the driver's side, and I'm picking out my phone, like, closest hospital, you know? Like, this kid, I don't know, I just did some placebo shit on him. He's riding a high right now that he shouldn't be. But you guys have been awesome. I really appreciate it. I'm going to end with this. You guys have been an excellent audience, and as comics, we have to travel a lot. Sometimes we get rude audience members. You know, I had this one lady. She was heckling from the first row. Before I could even touch the microphone, she goes, "Oh, you know, his daddy probably helped build the Great Wall of China, right?" And I was just like, "Damn, right? That's like." I wasn't even bothered by the racism. It was just like this dumb thing to say because I was like, I don't think the Great Wall was built in the 1970s. And I'm 100% sure it wasn't built by Koreans. That's my time. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.